Felt like it was a great opener for us. The guys played hard. They looked like they were in good shape. It got really humid out there. And was just pleased overall with the way they played. Colt wasn't as pleased with himself the first half, but his standards set really, really high, and I thought he played well in the third quarter. We caught the ball well. I thought Vondrell, even though he had the 2 fumbles, and, the helmets hit on the ball, we'll have to look at that very closely. I thought he came out and ran well in the third quarter. We were pleased that the offense had quick tempo and pretty much moved up and down the field. Excited about the defense's short yardage and goal line defense. They've developed a tremendous amount of pride in that area. DJ Monroe looked like a track meet. He's really fast on that kickoff return. And their guy looked really fast when we lost him. And that's 2 10-3 guys in about 15 seconds apart that scored touchdowns. So a lot of speed out there in that part of the game. But we were pleased overall. Felt like our kickoff coverage was good. Our kickoff returns were good. And those are things that bother you the first ball game. You're concerned about your kicking game. But we also felt like that the only concern offensively was that we had the 3 turnovers that we haven't done. The positive for the defense, other than short yardage and goal line, is that we forced 3 turnovers, and that's something that we had as a goal coming in the ball game. We got to play everybody. A lot of the young guys played, and we thought they played well. We thought they looked like they should have been in the game. Glad we could get Garrett in and get him some throws, and felt like he moved the ball down and scored and played real well. Questions?
Did DJ surprise you at running back at all?
DJ, no, we've seen that, and that's what we're excited about, what he can bring us there. We've just got to continue to work on his package, but we feel like that the obvious thing for him is he's so fast. Yeah, and Fozzie didn't get to practice. It forced us to look at he and Trey, and when we moved him back into running back, he's real fast. We knew that, and we're concerned about his size, but he plays bigger than 165, 170 pounds. So we think that he can be a real factor for us as we get more used to what he can do best.
It looks like you were trying to not force the issue, but really work on the running game in this opener. Is that a good idea?
Well, yes. Yes, we know we can throw it. Protection was great. I think the only time we lost on protection was right before the half. The free guy came in, and number 9, their defensive end, that's a good player, came in and sacked Colt. We had to kick the field goal. But we do want to continue to work on the running game and make sure that we run it better when we get in those situations that we have to.
Now, can you talk about Dan Buckner tonight?
Yes, Dan has looked throughout camp like he did tonight. And we think he can be a real factor inside because he's so fast inside, and his height just gives him the ability for Colt to lay the ball over the linebackers, and he can beat the safeties. And we felt like he's one of the real pleasant surprises in camp.
Were you keeping Colt 3 quarters?
Yes, we always do.
That was coming in because.
Yeah, we didn't get the ball much in the third quarter, and they kept it 2 long drives because we got backed up and had the 1 3 and out down at the 3-yard line or something. So we wanted to get him some work, and he needed to. And you've got to be really careful in the opening ball game when you hold some of your starters out in some of the scrimmages that you get enough work for conditioning. And it's a real hard balance when you're trying to figure out how long to keep them in there. But we felt like they needed to work. Got to be in shape.
Did you ever hear Sam Bradford got that big injury?
No.
He's out for a while.
Is it?
Do you expect a pretty good?
I think, again, you got to play your guys. You can't be scared. If Colt had gotten hurt when they knocked him under the bench, you all would have asked about it, and we would have said, he's got to play. And it's a sad thing when any player gets hurt, especially a great one. But if you don't play them, it's hard to. It's a tough game. It's hard to get them ready to play the next week.
Speaking of not playing, how long?
1 second.
Baseball asking the same question. Do you have any expectations on the 3 guys that are going to play tonight? If they're going to be able to play, if they're going to be able to play this
No. I couldn't talk about it if I did. I found out when you all did. I know about it as much as you did. So,
Coach, talk about Garrett a little bit. What you saw from him on his drive. I mean, you only left him in the 1 drive.
yeah, Garrett looked in the game like he did in practice. He's very confident. He's very poised. Every pass was right on the money, and he can run. And that's something that people have not seen him do as much because he's so tall at 6'4", and he's a lot more athletic than people would think. And I think he's about 210. So he's really a strong runner, but we thought he played well.
That touchdown run kind of reminded of one they'll have in the postseason. Culture against Bessel, you see a little similarity in that, how he kind of confidence to take that.
Well, yes, we just need to get him ready to play, and he's had, I guess he completed more passes for more yards than anybody in the history of Texas high school football. So he's been very successful. We think he's got a chance to be good. And when you see a great player like Sam Bradford have to come out of the game tonight, that's where we are. I mean, we've got to get Garrett ready to go in, and Cole has to come out, and he's got to play at a high tempo.
Coach, how valuable is it there to get everybody that playing time that they had, all the freshmen and the redshirt?
It's really valuable. It helps morale. It makes them feel better, more prepared for next week. And now we have something on film in a game where we can go back and study tonight and in the morning and try to do a better job of maybe getting them to be a bigger part of it next week. There were a couple of times where it looked like Marquise Goodwin had a chance to break it too. So with he and DJ, that's two young guys with a lot of speed that we can continue to look at.
Coach, when you come away from a game like this that you won by so many points and think it's part of it was disappointing, that's the whole kind of seems disappointing.
No, one of the things we have to be careful of is the standard is set so high right now by everybody, by us, by you all, by the fans, that it's like you can't make any mistakes. And if we were great tonight, why practice anymore? This should be the worst we'll be. Opening games are really, really difficult. And we talk about you can't cut in practice, receivers, linemen. It is harder in an opening ball game to take care of the ball because you don't scrimmage as much as you run against plays tonight and players tonight at their full speed. So we feel like that this is one, when you get the opener out of the way, then you can start really coaching them on a different level because they know now what the speed of the game's like.
Like you said this week that one of your concerns coming into the season was lack of depth in the offensive line and Huey goes down. What's that situation going to be like if you know anything about this injury?
Well, I couldn't talk to you about it if I knew because they're supposed to release it. But what we'll do is we can still look at Trey Allen, move him back over and play him more over there if we need to.
Did Trey only play defensive tackle?
He played both. He played offensive and defensive tackle.
On that busted play, did Shockey Brown come up thinking the guy was going to run?
Yes. Yeah, it was man coverage, and Curtis Brown was on the corner blitz, and he hit him as he was throwing. The guy made a great throw, but I think Shockey's eyes got on the quarterback, and that guy runs 10-3. I mean, we worried about him.
Sam Macho plays well as a stat line.
Yeah, Sam Macho is really good. He is. He's another guy that in preseason we thought he made a huge jump, like Dan Buckner from spring to fall. We thought he and Keyston Randall just looked like different players from last year and from spring.
They didn't blitz as much as...
No, and weirdly enough, they were a 3-down team every snap at New Mexico and came in and played 4-down most of the night and didn't blitz. So we finally thought we were going to know what somebody was going to do in an opening ball game, and then they went just the opposite. But I thought Greg did a good job of adjusting to it after time.
So was there anyone that did surprise you tonight?
That didn't surprise me?
No, that did.
Well, that did? I don't think so. I think what we saw tonight is about what we've seen in practice. And there'll be some things on film that we'll like and not like. But I did not think Bondrell hit the creases in the first half that he'd been hitting in camp. And then I thought early in the third quarter, it really looked like we'd seen him look every day. So hopefully he can take care of the ball better and do a better job of relaxing and running like he did in the third quarter.
So Cody Johnson, your Jaworski lane?
I don't think we have a Jaworski lane, but Cody, we feel like, is a guy that can line up and hammer, and he's such a good player on short yards and goal line. And we were pleased with Lamar tonight. He stepped into the Roy Miller, Derek Loki spot, and it looked like those weren't even contested on the goal line. They just knocked people out, and he stepped in most of the time. So it's hard also to get goal line and short yardage scrimmage a lot. And we got a lot of that tonight, so it was really good. We got to work on 1-minute offense right before the half. We had to have the ball where we kill the clock right quick with time run out. And then we got to work on short yards and goal line a lot. So there were a lot of good things tonight that came up that will continue to get better, that you don't get enough in practice.
Now, can you talk about what you saw in DJ when he was a receiver to move him to running back?
We felt like he was uncomfortable because he missed the spring for academic reasons, and we felt like since he was redshirted and played tailback, and I saw him, he was being the tailback at Colorado against our defense last year on the scout team, and the defense couldn't tackle him. And that, at that point, I even thought that we probably should have put him on kick teams last year, even though he wasn't ready to play receiver, and he's never played receiver. And it's a hard transition. So when it wasn't working for him at receiver, and we had some depth at wide receiver, that's when we said, what the heck, let's put the ball in his hands. And we also felt like that in our no-backs, that he's a guy that can line up in the backfield and split out and run better routes than most of the other guys because he has worked out there for a year. So he gives us a lot of versatility as a receiver and a running back.
A couple more. Did you play 4 true freshmen? I saw Gary Goldwood, Open Forward, and Marquise in the car. Were there any others?
Calvin Howell played.
Oh, yeah.
Mason Walters played. Barrett Matthews played. Come on, Jerry. What, did you leave at halftime? Yeah.
He's watching on you.
Kenny Vaccaro, I thought, did a great job on special teams, and we thought he would. His knee's well, and he didn't get to do anything this spring, so he could be a real factor on our special teams, and that's why we thought we definitely need to play.
Matt John Childs, your thoughts?
Yeah, I thought he did well. The run that he had on the touchdown right after the half was the way we've seen him in preseason, and I think we'll see more of that. He's such a strong runner. Then he made a couple other third down catches that were really good plays. So he'll step up and be a real factor for us before it's over.
Kind of on Colt, his 317 yards, and what disappointed that I asked him a question and he reacted to it like, oh, I had that game. I mean, did he have that game?
I thought he played really well. He's talking about, we're so hard on the kids about turnovers. And when he had the turnover, it really got him. And he knew that was one of his goals coming into the night, that he would not have a turnover, and he just lost the corner. It was a too deep coverage, I think, and the guy just fell back underneath it. They didn't see him, and he was really mad at himself when he went at halftime, and he didn't throw the ball away right before the half. And that because we would have had one more play when they sacked him. Coming up, number 9 came inside untouched, so that's not really his fault, but he put so much pressure on himself. He thought if he got it out of his hands, we had one more pass before we had to kick the field.
Did you talk to him tonight and say, Colt?
Nah, Colt's fine. Colt's fine.
Trying to get to...
Nah, Colt's great.
Is that as fast as you guys play, especially early on in the tempo?
Yes, I thought other than really Ohio State, that's probably the only time we played that fast. And we liked it so much against Ohio State that we felt like on the turf, in the heat, that we can wear teams down, and we'll continue to do that. We really like the up-tempo, the kids like it. And that's why you have to be in great shape. But I thought our offensive linemen were in better shape tonight than any opening game that I've been around. And I think it's because we're so much up-tempo now in practice.
Did Walters come in and just guard?
Yes.
Did he ever do Chris Oliver and all?
No.
Anything else?
Anybody got anything else that you need?
Okay.
Thank you all.
Thank you.
Thanks, Coach.